In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to show and hide grid lines in line graphs in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and get ready to work with a chart. Grid lines are useful because they make charts easier to read. They help you compare points on the graph against the values on the axis, which is especially helpful when you want to quickly understand trends or estimate exact numbers from a line chart. To demonstrate this, start with a simple set of data. In one column, enter the months Jan, Feb, Mar, April, and May. In the next column, enter the sales values 100,000, 12,000, 15,000, 14,000, and 18,000. Once your data is in place, create a line chart from it. This gives you a clear example to use while learning how grid lines work. Now let's look at the first method, which is showing grid lines. Click directly on the line chart, so Excel knows that's the object you want to edit. When the chart is selected, look beside it for the plus icon, also called the Chart Elements button. Click that button, then check the box labeled Grid Lines. As soon as you do that, Excel will display grid lines on the chart. In most cases, horizontal grid lines appear by default, since those are often the most helpful for reading values across the vertical axis. If you want a little more control, there's also an optional setting here. Click the arrow next to grid lines to choose the specific type you want. You may see options such as primary major horizontal, primary minor horizontal, primary major vertical, and primary minor vertical. Major grid lines usually mark the main intervals on the chart, while minor grid lines add more detailed reference points in between. Horizontal grid lines help track values, and vertical grid lines can help line up categories like months. Choose whichever option makes your chart easier to read without making it look too crowded. If you decide the chart looks cleaner without grid lines, hiding them is just as simple. Select the chart again, click the Chart Elements button, and uncheck grid lines. The grid lines will disappear immediately from the chart. That's all there is to it. In Excel, you can quickly show or hide grid lines with just a few clicks. And you can even choose the exact grid line style that best fits your chart. It's a small formatting change, but it can make a big difference in how clear and professional your line graph looks.